some interesting topics. So have you ever heard about free sex?
Yeah, but actually, really free?
Yeah, that's the thing. No, it's a myth.
Yeah, I thought so.
It doesn't happen. But actually, I've been asked a lot of times in Japan, mostly by guys, mostly men who ask me, is it like, when you go to Denmark, is it free sex? Probably they want to think like if you go to Denmark, it's easy to get laid. But no, it's not like this. I mean, of course not, if I may say. It's not like people sleep with everybody. So, yeah, so it's a myth, but it's a myth that's very propagated in Japan. I've heard it many times.
And what about reputation among other European countries? Do the other European people think that way about Denmark?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Oh.
It's really strange. But
why did it happen?
Well, I think it's because...
is prostitution legal in Denmark?
Okay, let's get back to that. Actually, that's good. That's a good thing. But one reason why I think Denmark has this reputation is that pornography was legalized in Denmark already in the 70s. It was the first country.
Early.
Yeah, it was the first country in the world to make it legal to make pornography, and that meant that a lot of people from Europe and the world was like, "Oh, let's go to Denmark to watch a lot of porn." So in Denmark, it is legal to sell sex, but it's illegal to buy it. Okay? Do you understand? It's legal to sell it, so it is legal for me to say, "Hey, buy me." It's actually legal, but it's illegal for somebody of you to say, "Okay, I'll buy it." The idea behind this law, which I actually think is a really, really good idea, is that a lot of the time women who do prostitution, actually there's a lot of problems in Europe or anywhere, I think, with human smuggling.
Yeah. They're like kind of like slaves.
Yeah, they're kind of like slaves. And then the idea is that they shouldn't be punished for being forced into this kind of thing. Instead, the people who buy them should be punished. So it's to protect those people.
Okay, makes sense.
And that's typical Danish way of like making laws, trying to look at more than one side of the issue. So we don't want too much prostitution around, right? But just illegalizing it would be bad, because then the women who work in prostitutes would be the ones who suffer, right? So instead, they try to make a kind of a law that on the surface it doesn't seem to make much sense, but there's a purpose behind that. In that respect, I think Denmark, but also Sweden, I mean, the Nordic countries are doing very well in tackling a lot of these like traditional taboo areas. Like many countries just say "shirana" like this, right? A bit like they don't want to know about it. But in Denmark, it's more like there's this problem and we have to face it, so we make laws about that.